Hi, it's Sandy from Crafty Sandy's Cards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Victoria, Australia. Thank you for visiting. Today's card, I started my Christmas cards and I thought I would show you the Be Jolly Santa set. Now for every $90 to $180 order that is placed with me, there's a celebration catalogue. You can receive a free gift for any $90 spend. You can choose the Bedazzling, which is pretty glitter paper, or there is the Penguin Playmates paper for $90 order. There are the Counting Sheep, and there are also free dies with the $90 order. The Delicate Dahlias, which was my previous YouTube video, is free with a $180 order. This celebration goes from 3rd of August to the 30th of September, so there's still a couple more weeks if you wish to choose something for free. Right, now let's get on. This is the Be Jolly stamp set. It's a red rubber stamp set. Obviously I've got my stamp set that I've chosen to use. I thought he was quite, as the title says, quite jolly. So I thought, well, I'd make some fun Christmas cards. Now my first one, I was playing around with what dies to make Santa a beard. And I thought, well, I've used the Celebration Labels dies, but I'm not sure if they are still available. So as it's a slimline card, it doesn't quite fit in the envelope with the extra side whiskers. So I thought, right, we'll go up from there and we'll do a different one. Now, this one is, I've used the Layering Diorama dies. I've used the largest one and I've cut out, I've cut out the large one and I've run that through the Big Shot with my Swirls and Curls Texture Impressions embossing folder, so that Santa's beard has got a little bit of texture to it. Now this I have cut. I've chosen which way I wanted it to sit. So this way, and then I cut it across in two, so that he's got a top and a bottom part of his whiskers. Right, let's get to making the card. Now, as I said, it's a slimline Be Jolly Santa card. The card base is 8x8, scored at 4. The front mat, which is going to be his red suit, is 3 3/4 by 7 3/4, which fits lovely onto the front of the card. The inside mat, I've made 3 7/8 by 7 7/8. The measurements for this will be on my blog shortly. For the for Santa's belt, I've used a piece of the black glitter paper, which is 4 inches by 1 inch, and obviously we'll need some scrap to print out or stamp out Santa. And where are we? I've chosen to do the one where he looks even more jolly, the little Christmas tree, and the tiny bird, robin, wren, whatever you choose to make him. So if we stamp Santa, I'm using my Versamark, no, Memento ink. We'll just pop that on there. And obviously I've got some ink on me already. I'll just use my chamois. Right, let's do the Christmas tree. Sometimes when you see others making a card, just do the little bird. It gives you an idea for something that you can make yourself. You can choose it to be different, exactly the same as somebody else's, but that I don't think is possible. Now this idea for the Santa card came from my friend Jez in the UK. She made a Santa card, Santa in his pyjamas. That's nigezacreates.co.uk, I think. I'll put the link in my blog for her video. So I thought, well, I'll step it up one and make him in his little red suit with his beard. So that's what I'm doing today. So you don't really need me to colour these up, but I'll just start Santa. They need to be fussy cut, so it's not the quickest thing. I don't mind fussy cutting, but it's not really a favourite, but I can do it. Especially if you're sitting and you've got 5 minutes spare and you've already got them stamped up and coloured. I'm not the excuse me, I'm not the greatest colourist, but we try. Just touch that. This one I forgot to say actually is dark real red. Unfortunately I don't have all of the stamping blends, so my black that I've used for his belt and boots is a Copic marker. Whoops, wrong end. I've had my Copic markers for a long time, years actually. There. That will do you, Santa. I don't know about anybody else, but I just love Christmas, even though in Australia it can tend to be a little bit hot sometimes. But thank goodness for air conditioning. Right, there's Santa. The tree I'll just do quickly with a little bit of light granny apple green. I have already coloured up and fussy cut out some so that it doesn't waste your time watching me trying my best not to go outside the lines, especially when you're rushing something. It does tend to get away with you sometimes. There we go. And for the trunk, I've used bronze. Just a few strokes of that. And then we come to the fun part. We need to colour up the baubles. So we've got fresh freesia, no, light Highland heather, light Bermuda bay, dark So Saffron, which I can use for the stars. And then one of my favourite ones is Light Magenta Madness. Although really I shouldn't have put it next to the mauve, but never mind. We're a-okay. So let's just touch up our, we'll make him a robin. Just quickly, whoops. And, whoops. Which one did I use? Have to be another Copic marker, which I just colour his feathers. There we go. And his little beak. We can make orange. As I said, I've not got all the Stampin-up blends yet. Red. So it's a case of mix and match. There. Now, we are done. Whoops. We forgot his buckle. But on the finished one, and as if by magic, we have Santa, we have the Christmas tree, coloured up 2 robins, and for his buckle on his suit I've used the lovely brushed metallic cardstock. As you can see, I've used it quite a bit. I've chosen to use this out of the golds. It's really rather lovely, and it makes a perfect buckle. Now for the buttons on his suit, I've used again the black glitter paper, and I've used a small punch that I've got, which isn't Stampin' Up, but it suits the purpose. It's really easy, and obviously it will get stuck, but that's okay. There we go. Now, oops, there it goes. Now let's put those pieces aside, and for the sentiment I've chosen the, oh yeah, I knew there was something I'd forgotten. For the buckle I've used the 2 Stitch So Sweetly rectangles. This one for the actual size of the buckle, and this one to cut out the centre. So I have a centre left, so I can use that on another card. For the sentiment, I've gone with Christmas to Remember. This is a fairly new stamp set, and it's in the current mini catalogue, and I'm using the Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. And we'll just stamp that up. I've already made it, but pop it on there, you can see better. I've used a snowflake from the Wonderful Snowflakes, and this is a pack, and it has 24 large snowflakes in it. But I've also, as I was using them, I thought, as there is, whoops, there is excess cardstock left, I thought, okay, we could use the pieces that the snowflakes come from to stamp out some stars. So I've used the, where are we? The Starlight Punch, which is in the current catalogue, and if you position it just right, you can get the stars from the excess cardstock, which I thought was a pretty good tip. I would pop those aside. I love the stars because they have got a shimmer to them and almost fluorescent, as with the stars, which you can't really see because they're so tiny, but you may be able to just get those in the light. Anyway, I thought we could pop those on his whiskers. Right, let's get to stamping the sentiment. Again, using Memento black ink. Pop that over there. Now, I've used for my sentiment, to cut it out, I've used the, where are we, double oval punch. This is a fantastic punch. I really love this one. And if you're clever with it, whoops, you get it in the right slot even, you can just get all of that word when you punch. So there we go. Now, on my sentiment, you may be able to see it, I've got a red edge around it. Now, I've stamped, I've punched, and I've got ink on me again. I've punched out a piece, the top one from red cardstock. And I've got my scissors and just cut up the centre. Find my glue. Pop a little bit of glue just on each piece. And without getting your fingers in it, pop it on to the back of the oval sentiment. Turn it round and pop it just about, just so you can see the red edge. Right, there we go. And we've got a holly jolly Christmas sentiment. Now with the stars, I just popped a tiny spot of Tombow. And position your sentiment right in the centre of the snowflake. So there we have it, which is, I think it's quite pretty. Right, now let's get to, now we have two, can use those for another one. Let's start putting this together. That one there. As I said, it's an 8x8 scored at 4. Oops. finish the score line. Pop it around so that it's the right way around. Now for his suit, all I did was just pop it on flat. Now it is smaller than the card size, so really it's just a case of gluing that on. It was lovely and sunny earlier today, but it's coming over pretty dark now, so I think we might be in for a bit of rain. Right, we just pop that on there and hopefully it's straight. There we go. And smooth it out so that way you don't get the wavy marks of the ink, the glue coming through. Right, well, we'll do the inside piece the same way. I like to have just about 1/8 of an inch showing of the backing. I don't like a huge great like 1/4 of an inch if I can help it on the inside. Right, now let's get Santa put together. Where have I hidden his belt? Oh no. Okay, right, let's cut his beard in half. You have to decide which way you want his beard to go and how far down the card you want it. So I think I might just get it to there. Where is there? Cut it there, grab my trimmer, and as we only need where I marked it, we just pop it there and fingers crossed it's going to be straight. And Santa has 2 pieces of beard. Pop that away. Now, trim off just that little piece there that was sticking out. We'll pop this piece down first. As it's embossed, it's good to have the Tombow because that will make it stick a lot better with the raised areas. Right, now we'll pop that about there. That looks good. We could erase that little pencil mark. Now for the top part of Santa's whiskers, we could pop that up on mini dimensionals. Now my mini dimensionals, I put tape on the side where the little pieces of paper are so that it picks up the paper, so all you have to do is pick them up, place them where you want them, And because you've already got the, whoops, you've got the tape has taken off the little white tops, they're sticky. So there's no need to take them off unless of course you miss one. So we'll pop that just about there. That's not my idea for the, sorry if my head was in the way. That wasn't my idea for using the tape. I will put Julie Bling's details in my blog about how she's come up with the idea for these. Right, now, where has that? Whoops. Oh well, we'll just have to make Santa another belt. I'll get out my paper trimmer and we'll do it, and that isn't 4 inches. Doesn't matter because that's not 4 inches. Okay, let's see if we can guess that. 3, just over 3.5, right. And we do it by 1 inch. And there, Santa has a new belt. Right, for this one, I was going to use, no, we'll use the glue. Right, let's try and get it straight. There we go. And Santa's belt can pop, the buckle actually can pop there. Let's pop that on there, making sure that it's not crooked. Hold it for a second or two. And it should eventually start to stick. It will now. Right, now for Santa. I've used Wink of Stella on his beard and around his hat and his bobble, his gloves and even his boots. So that's that, and we'll pop that up on dimensionals. As he's on the outside and not stuck directly to the card, as I'm rising him up, I've reinforced him on the back so that he's not so flimsy on the front of the card. Like that. And pop him that way. Hopefully that's stuck. Still not quite. Anyway, moving on. Now for his buttons, I thought we may do 3. There we go. And just look at it and, as everybody says, eyeball it. We'll just pop on a little dab of glue. because I've got the buckle over a little bit further, I think that's going to hopefully stick. Make sure I've got his buttons round about right. I'm going to pop that one up. Get it evenly spaced. And this one. Aha, looks like his buckle has finally stuck. Right, let's pop on Santa. I do like this one because he looks so merry. And we'll pop him there. Give him a good press. Now for the sentiment. Whoops. I had thought about putting the sentiment up on his beard. Not sure we have it down there. No, I think I like it up on his beard. So we'll use a couple of dimensionals for that. Pop it there. Now, the stars that I cut out using the excess of the star paper, the holographic star paper, I thought maybe, possibly, and that's still not stuck. I'll just pop us a few stars up on his whiskers, actually. Pop it on. Just under that layer. 1, 2. We'll just do one more. This one just under there. Right, now we have, now do we put the Christmas tree on the front? Oh yes, I think we do. And maybe the robin sitting up on his buckle. So we'll pop that up on dimensionals. These are the mini dimensionals. I do like using tweezers. I can get them just where I want them. Now we'll pop a little one on the robin. You can sit around about there. And for the inside, we have one more robin left, and we can pop him on with some Tombow. And he can sit about there. And to ground him, we can pop a little bit of There we go. There. Now we have one Santa card with his beard and Santa, the tree, Robin, and a little Robin inside. Anyway, that's my card for today, and thank you for joining me. If you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the red subscribe button below and the little bell to be notified when I upload a new video. Please give me a thumbs up or leave a comment or both. And if you would like one of the new mini catalogues that run from August to December with all the lovely Christmas goodies inside, just let me know and I'll post one out for you. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Stay safe and happy crafting.